Zealand batting first. Here's the first ball. Wasim Akram, the bowler. LBW appeals straight up, and New Zealand get a leg by to get the game underway. Morning, Glenn.
Yes, good morning. Morning to viewers. Let's look at the line first of all. And I think that it may have been pretty high. Let's see from side on. Yes, did that hit above the knee rolls?
That's the type of cricket he plays in one-day cricket.
Very much so. He goes again, and this is over the cover region. And there's a big chair at 6 runs. Well, he's hit Waka Yunus over cover for 6. An incredible shot.
That was a glorious shot by Margaret Batch. Picked on the up and with perfect timing towards the extra cover region into the stands. Beautiful shot there by Margaret Batch. Slightly short and picking on the up Margaret Batch off the back foot and with a lot of power behind it.
So a good start for New Zealand. This is the 6th over. Great Batch on 14. Young on 1. Doesn't seem to know where it is. Oh, dear, oh me, he's run out. Well, total confusion. Mark Greatbatch did not know where the ball was, and he looked for a run, didn't know where the ball was again, looked again, decided to go, and by that time, he was going to be run out, and was.
Just mixed up there with Greatbatch tucking it on the leg side. The ball is gone on the offside. He's going for a run. He was called for it, and Amir Sohail scoops the ball and runs onto the wicket. Very clever piece of fielding by Amir Sohail, and takes the bail foul.
So Mark Greatbatch gone. New Zealand 18 for views. Didn't know where the ball was, and let's have another look at it. Just played it. He thought he'd played it down on the leg side. He didn't know where the ball had gone, and total confusion for Mark Greatbatch. Sadly run out, but a blow for Pakistan.
This rather confused Greatbatch. Didn't know really where the ball is gone. He's tried to push that one on the leg side. The ball went on the offside, and Amir Sohail just scooping on that ball.
Andrew Jones. Oh, he's nicked it. Allowed appeal. Umpire Chris King says no. Well, the Pakistanis can't believe it. There certainly was a sound. Let's listen.
This was a short and lifting delivery and seemed to have a little edge on it. There was a confident appeal all round. The Pakistani bowler, Waqar Yunus, kept on appealing. That one lifting is just might have got a nick on it.
Yes, it certainly looked as if he got a touch on it. Well, our audio out in the middle suggests that there wasn't anything else there apart from the bat and the gloves, but umpire Chris King says no. Pakistanis can't believe it. Full toss. Now they should get 3 here. In fact, they must get 3 as Young turns now. So that's 5 off 2 deliveries from Rahman so far.
Well, this is a juicy full toss, which he managed to plant straight down the field, just inside mid-off, straight of mid-off. And we see now that it is very, very heavy light rain, if that's possible.
But Wasim Akram and Waqar Yunus have bowled a considerable number of their overs. They're only allowed 6 now, so Glenn Turner, that helps New Zealand's cause a bit.
Yes, it's worked out quite nicely, really. The field restrictions have also come off after 9.
Big hit by Brian Young. That's beautifully struck. And that's 4 runs. Magnificent shot.
Yes, well, they've taken an over and a half to line it up. And this is the first very aggressive shot that we've seen. And that gap through extra cover has been found by Brian Young. There was the necessary width, reasonably well up to him. You see the long off out there, but not able to get across. So it runs along for 4.
once again, the fieldsman. Inzamam, I think it is. Not committing himself.
Yes, well, I think it is Inzam.
And he is. That's the end of Andrew Jones, and New Zealand lose their second wicket.
Well, I think that's an example of what I was mentioning before. Andrew Jones really was struggling to find the gaps, decided to play.
Chris Cairns.
The dismissal there again of Andrew Jones.
Able to be completed as a 30-over match anyway. Well, it's a big hit. It's in the air, though. And that's out. Sally Malik has it. And the third wicket's fallen. New Zealand are 58 for 3.
Well, the pressure really going on for New Zealand for quick runs. The big shots are having to come out now. Inspiration stakes. And this ball has bounced a wee bit on Brian Young, turned a little bit, and he's just succeeded in getting a huge top edge on it. Really did go quite high, and Malik underneath it, safe as a house. That's Brian Young. Yes, the delivery was there to hit. It just bounced a wee bit and turned on him, and he just succeeded in skying. He really wasn't interested in the run. Cairns called him through just in case, but for about 130.
Well, Cairns is hitting down the ground. There's a player down there. Ramon's there, but he's not far enough back. And it's 6 runs. No one could be far enough back for that.
Well, this is what is required for New Zealand. We know that Chris Cairns is a player with immense power, and he's picked out the longest boundary on Carisbrook, and he's cleared it. Just only
Through the overs fairly quickly. So Rutherford is going to be outstumped. He is. He just advanced and missed it. And it was all over once he missed the ball. So Rutherford's gone.
Well, I'm not sure this was one of Ken Rutherford's best options, really. We'd already got 7 off the overall New Zealand had. He played a pretty tough shot to hit that one down the wicket, especially the length it was. Might have been better to just work it into the offside. New Zealand now 72.
Mustaba's there and he makes the catch. So Cairns has gone too. He hit it straight to the player, but he was banking on the fact that he was going to get it over him. He's a short man, but Asif Mustafa had no difficulty, and Raza picks up his
Stout, he's gone. New Zealand now 74 for 5.
He swings this one away. It could just make the boundary, and well, the crowd thought it may have, but I think he just picked it up inside.
Yes, there is just a little concrete ledge, you might call it, running around inside the boundary.
What the truth is at times. Oh, that's going to run away for 4. That's an interesting shot. Running down the third man. He fired it in a little quicker, Sahale, and short. Got a thick outside edge, and it ran away remarkably quickly.
Yes, Amir Sahale tried to bowl it quicker and flatter, and it bounced quite high, and Harris was able to get a top edge on it, slashing it, and that...
So Sally Malik, 6 off his first ball, and that's out. Goodness me, that's a full toss, and he's hit it straight back. I thought for a moment it was a bump ball, hit very much the toe of the bat, but Harris hit it straight back to the bowler.
Yes, I think he reaches for it here. Look at that, and just spooned it up, hit very low on the toe of the bat, and the dismissal of Harris again. Just reaching for it, almost yorking him, and he tended to
Tony Blaine on strike. And he's found the gap nicely here. It may not go all the way, but they've got 2, and they'll come back for a 3rd. That was well placed indeed.
It's well placed, this shot from Blaine, just dabbing it down very accurately, using the pace of the ball. Amir Sahale trying to bowl it a little quick and flat, dragging it down, and enough momentum on the ball to almost take it through to the boundary.
A minimum of 4. You can have more if you want to. Oh, is he going to be stumped? He is. Well, there's no need for the umpire to take part in this contest. Shane Thompson is walking off. He went down the wicket. The ball was a little shorter, missed it, gone.
is it's tempting to get your body weight going forward, but when the keeper's standing up, if you get out of your crease, this is what happens. And Thompson just tried to reach back with his foot, you see there. He was...
I don't suppose he's ever dropped from the one-day side, but he wasn't in the test arena. Here he is, out there batting. And really, this New Zealand innings is falling apart. 105 for 7. And let's have another look at Shane Thompson's dismissal.
Yes, well, that's the charging slash, but you can't afford to miss it with the keeper up.
So, Amir Sahale, 2 for 30. This is his 5th over.
And Pakistan have
This is in the air, he could be out. I think he will be. Yes, he's caught. So another man down, Tony Blaine. The disaster continues here at Carisbrook for New Zealand.
Well, look, the edge is not a long one at Carisbrook. And Blaine tackles it. He tries to hit it for 6 and isn't able to get it over at all. It was about 10 metres inside the boundary, so...
Down the wicket, it's in the air. He could be caught. He is caught. So it happens again. Danny Morrison trying to hit it for 6 or hit it down the ground, succeeds in hitting it down the fieldsman's throat.
Well, it's a field day for Mushtabar here. Morrison charged, but didn't find the middle of the bat. And on this occasion, Mushtabar has to make some good ground and takes a good catch away to his left. That's 3 now for him. And Morrison certainly launching into it, but never getting it far enough. He's on his way. New Zealand now 114 for 9.
So Salim Malik, the successful bowler, and of course the skipper of the side, he'll be rather pleased with 3 for 17, and he normally bowls leg spinner, and not quite what they would have hoped. Wasim Akram to bowl. And he hits it just over mid-off. He may pick up 4. It'll run away for 4, so Chris Pringle, a good shot to finish off with. And New Zealand 122 for 9 at the end of their 30 overs as Chris Pringle and Gavin Larson make their way off the park. And Pakistan will come out to try and...
Total required in 30 overs, remember, is 1, 2, 3. Good looking shot. Chase for Danny Morrison. So Pakistan are underway, and they should get a couple for that nice off drive by Saeed Anwar.
I'm sure Pakistan must have
3 for Pakistan. Pringle bowling the 3rd of the innings. Lifting successfully, good shot, and that's 4 runs, the first boundary of the innings.
That was very typical of Saeed Anwar, who, being a left-hander, loves to play his shots on the leg side. That one picked up on one bounce, picked on the bounce and flicked on the leg side. It was perfect timing.
Oh, that's a glorious shot through the covers. That's another boundary. 2 in a row. And Saeed Anwar takes Pakistan to 10 without loss.
Absolutely magnificent looking cover drive there by Saeed Anwar, who goes down to the pitch of their delivery with the middle of the bat, times it perfectly through the covers, straight to the fence.
Ken Rutherford watching the progress of that delivery, and
very difficult to drive or cut.
That's a good looking shot. Harris has the chase, and that's to the boundary. It's a well-timed stroke by Amir Sahale, and that's 4 runs.
It's a very confident looking drive there through cover and point. Very well timed in the middle of the bat, just waiting for that ball to be pitched, an over-pitched delivery.
Tony Blaine takes the first catch of the innings.
New Zealand. That one on the leg stump, flicked on the leg side. Not really able to get hold of that delivery.
This dismissal. Lovely catch down the leg side by Tony Blaine. Bit of a bonus wicket, I guess, for New Zealand. The ball wasn't really a wicket-taking delivery. It was heading down leg side. It was helped on its way, but Blaine took an excellent catch. But they all count, and away goes Amar Sahale.
And that's another handsome stroke from Syed Anwar, lofting the ball. It will stop fairly quickly, but it might just have the legs. No, very quickly it did stop. 3 runs taken. Well, he's got some good strokes, this fellow, Ian. He's got a very good record too, hasn't he?
He's a fantastic one-day player. In fact, he was a one-day player far before he was a test player. That's the reason why he's prepared to go over the top early in the innings. Doesn't matter who the bowler is. And that's not much straighter than that. Both those fieldsmen are up, mid-off and mid-on, and Ken Rutherford doing the chasing.
Slow bowler did a good job. So did Shane Thompson there. He had Syed Anwar nearly running past that one. And a chase for Morrison. It gives 2 runs to Syed, and it's 23 for 1, the overs in. Oh, Winsemar's up in the air. It's very high. There's a player underneath it, and he's made the catch as Andrew Jones. And Pringle has the wicket, a second wicket for Jones, the second wicket for Pringle. And a marvellous catch by Jones, because my word, that went up into the snow.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen a top edge today. 2 or 3 New Zealanders succumbed the same way, and Inzamam really just trying to help this on his way. Took his eye off the ball at the last minute, and boy, this went high. Had snow on it, but Andrew Jones held on to it. Pretty happy about it too. So the danger man...
Experienced in... well, it's driven well, beautifully to get Malik off the ground. On his way. And a couple for him. Well, Glenn Turner made the point, which I think is a fair point, Ian, when play started this morning in doing the pitch report, that the groundsman process
also bowls a good slower ball.
That's well pitched up at the field for Abu Dhabi. He looks and he says he's out. He's gone. So Salim Malik is out, and Cairns has a wicket in his first over.
Well, we'll have a very, very close look at this one. Salim Malik is not leaving the park in a very hurried fashion. He's not too happy. You wonder why. Is this ball angling down leg side or not? We can see middling off. Very vociferous appeal from the New Zealanders. A wee delay. The lean of the head. The finger goes up. Malik's on.
It's a fine edge. A bit of pad perhaps involved, but well played. And he'll pick up a couple. Andrew Jones returns.
Well, he walks across. You see Ken's expression there. He walked across in front of his stumps. Look at that. Right across to try and get it travelling down the line of his pads. And he picked that from about middle and flicked it round the corner. If he'd missed, and see, look at Cairns there. He's still showing an expression of disbelief. So, once again, we see Basit Ali taking chances.
There's a loud appeal, and he's out. So he took the chance, and he's gone, looking to turn it on the leg side, but failed to make contact, struck on the pad, and Steve Dunn says you're out.
Well, let's have a look here. Basit Ali does walk across in front, and although it's in front of his sticks, it'll be interesting to see it from side on for the height. In the meantime, though, Pakistan have gone to 35 for 4. Normal.
Just an air of concern creeping over Intikhab Alam's face.
Of the Pakistan batsman. A lot will depend on Syed Anwar.
That's in the air. It's clear of any fieldsman, and it's drifting out towards the boundary and just makes it. Well, it's a slow outfield, and that is a boundary. We haven't had one for a long time, and Syed Anwar gets his 3rd.
Yes, good looking shot, that one. Beautifully timed in the air. Plenty of gap in that space between cover and extra cover. There's no fielder posted in the deep extra cover region.
He's hit that one well, but it will be picked up by Andrew Jones. So after this over, there are 10 overs left. Mushtabar has 10 from 28 balls. Anwar has 42 with 4 boundaries. In fact, he's hit 4 of the 5 boundaries that the Pakistan team have scored. That's in the air, and is it going to fall in the gap? It does. It'll pitch and stop and just have enough run, will it? Not quite. It would better look at Shane Thompson's feet there. We'll probably get a chance to be able to have a look to see whether in fact he was into the boundary before he flicked it back or as he flicked it back. Let's have a look.
Well, this is good placement, this, and the thing to watch for is Thompson in contact with the ball while his foot's over. Well, goodness me, I don't know.
Yes, you do. Here's one. He's batting out of it. Mustafa. And he's driving in the air. He's going to be caught too. Cairns has it. And so a wicket for Morrison. And just what Pakistan didn't need as they were getting underway. Mustafa's out. It's 74 for 5.
The best partnership of the game comes to an end, and Mustafa, who really has not been in form, he's been out of cricket for a while, and he has looked like he's been missing it somewhat. Just chips it up to mid-off. He stood in disbelief after the shot. He's gone 74 for 5.
Rashid Latif, the new batsman, and he's coming to the wicket on the dismissal of Mustafa.
Yes, the ball not quite there to drive, but he's gone through with the shot and just chipped it quite easily, really, for Chris Cairns in the end. He won't get many more simple catches than this at mid-off. Straight in.
Well, that really was going only to Cairns in the air and no power. It had no chance. Oh, it's hit in the air, and he's found the player, has he, or has he found the fence? He's found the terrace, right over the fence. That's not a bad way to open your account, Rashid Latif.
No, this is a good shot from Latif. It's a pretty small boundary out there, admittedly, but he actually decided to play it in the air very late. You see, he took that option and just scooped it up over mid-wicket. Larson was there waiting, but in vain.
Well, that's had a big hit again. This one's in the gap. It's not going to go over the boundary because Pringle was running around to be able to prevent that. But Rashid Latif has signalled his intentions very quickly. That's the end of the over. It's 83 for 5. And he's hit that pretty well, pretty fine, has Syed Anwar. And it's going to have enough legs to carry all the way to the boundary, I think, as it slows right down there. And Pringle has the chance to get it. Well, you can see the outfield. It was very lush and then slowed by the rain. And Syed Anwar now to 48.
This delivery was always going down leg side. He's just helped it on its way, really. And the man down there, Chris Pringle, was quite square in terms of his position and just manages to get into the frame to cut it off. So that run may be vital. 3 to Anwar. He's moved on to 48.
Oh, Rashid's gone for that. There's a player back there sweeping on the boundary. But oh, we're seeing some good shots from Rashid Latif. He's come in at the right time and done the right job. Anwar driving, oh, just past great batch too. And he gets his 50 to Syed Anwar. And he's happy with that. There are 4 boundaries there, and he's taken Pakistan to 90 for 5 at the end, as the over comes to an end. It's a handsome shot behind point. It's found the gap. It's going for 4.
Well, I've been pretty impressed with Rashid Latif. He's walked down the wicket slightly. I think Tony Blaine may have to take the option of standing up to the stumps to prevent this, or at least tell Larson that he's batting out of the crease, because he's able to get to the ball a lot more freely than anyone else, and that's a beautiful shot behind point for 4. But he's staying out there, so what will Gavin Larson do to adjust?
Hitting him through the onside now. So this man, Rashid Latif, looks to be in complete control, and he's only been there for 10 balls.
It's really scuttled through, and it did it very well. Oh, he's gone for the big hit. Where's this gone? It's a big one, all right. It's 6 runs. It hits the top of the fence and ricochets into the stand. So Rashid Latif, he really is the man of the moment.
Yes, he just walks across here to get in line with the ball and heaved it over mid-wicket. Just walked across in front of his sticks, gave it some almighty bottom hand, launched it, hit the top of the fence, and therefore is 6 runs.
He goes again, this time on the offside. This is an enormous hit, and up in the terraces. So Rashid Latif making a mockery of this contest.
Well, look at this, how he gets outside leg stump. And this is a great shot, you know, to hit it over extra cover and just about pin that fellow. Now that was a much better shot than the one over mid-wicket, but it shows that this fellow Latif has a lot more skills than we've seen in the Test series. That was the first one that went over mid-wicket, and then the very next ball he dispatches it over.
This one's over the top. He's hit it very high. It hasn't got much distance on it, but it drops safely and pulls up very quickly.
Well, that was a wedge, wasn't it? He didn't get to it. Still extended through the line of the ball, and it went many a mile in the air. If you watch this, how he doesn't get quite to the pitch of it, and you might say blocked it over cover. Pitches and stops. Gavin Larson was racing back for it, but never really got within a bull's roar of it.
Slow ball driven, good shot. No one's even bothering to run after that. It's slow, the outfield, but it was always going to make it. So Pakistan moving very close to the 1-2-3 required. 120 now for 5, 3 runs for victory. And Pakistan made heavy weather. So Ken Rutherford, the skipper, looking on. And he whips it away. That's it. 2 runs. He comes back for the second run. Rashid Latif very appropriately hits the winning runs. He's been the batsman of the day, no question about it. Pakistan, after making heavy weather of getting 1-2-3, have got there in the end with a good partnership between Saeed Anwar, who finished with 60, Rashid Latif 32. Pakistan win this first one-dayer.
Well, it didn't seem much of a target for Pakistan, but they were made to work for it, especially after the couple of wickets by Pringle and the couple by Cairns. But Saeed Anwar, man of the match, not out 60 after 72 balls, and he was ably assisted in the end by Rashid Latif, not out on 32, opened with a 6, hit a couple of 6s in succession off Cairns.